And then can we move the screen so we can see the announcement information? Yes. I need to see the text. Yes, this one. Okay. And then maybe we bring the YouTube interface back so I can see the comments if they leave the comments on the screen. We can close the OBS. Yeah, that one can move down and use the YouTube. Yeah, I think if we just use this one here, right, the no ads. I think, yeah, and then I can see the comments and we just move it to this. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Yes, and make it smaller. It can move this way. Oh, no, I can't see that. There we go. Keep moving it to the, I don't need to see myself. Yes, as long as I can see the comments and our announcements. Hello, everyone. We'll wait a few more minutes for everyone to join us today on our live stream. We're so excited to be back. Our first live stream was such a huge success. We're excited to be back with you all today. But let's wait a little bit for everyone to jump in. We have a lot of exciting announcements today. So if anyone wants to join in the chat and ask a few questions before we get started, and I'll let everyone know when we're about to get started so that we can kind of pause on the questions and then move into today's important announcements. We'll go ahead and do that. Welcome, Joe, again to the live stream. Hope everyone is doing well and your weekend is going great. Also wondering if anyone has had a workout today. Maybe you have already done your programmed workout, or maybe you're thinking about working out later, or maybe working out tomorrow. So feel free to ask any questions or share what you've done for your workout. We'd love to hear about how everyone is exercising and using their major fitness equipment to travel along in their fitness journey. So we'll go ahead and keep waiting maybe 2 more minutes before we get started. I'll take a sip here. And we'll keep waiting for people to join us. I know Joe is here and excited for our stream. Joe, we're happy to have you here on today's live stream. We'll go ahead and keep waiting just a little bit. See if anyone else jumps in and joins us. Joe, can you hear me clearly in the microphone? If you can you type a 1 in the chat so I can see that my volume is okay? Joe says, yes, I can hear you. Awesome, thank you, Joe. Love to have you back. I remember last time you asked a lot of great questions. We're excited to have you back on this live chat. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started in 1 minute. Joe, if you have any questions for us, again, my name is Matt. I'm a product manager here at Major Fitness. I would love to answer any questions you may have. Again, we're with the B52 Pro today. We may have and we may feature other racks in the future. So we're working on setting up more live stream locations and all of the equipment that we have. So make sure that we can share those pieces with you guys and maybe go through some workouts together as well. I know currently on Instagram, we're also working to put out some coaching tips. We're working with a coach, a professional coach, via our Instagram. So if you are interested in getting some programming or some coaching help, follow us on Instagram and Facebook. I know we're currently working with a coach right now. I'm not too aware of how in-depth those programs are. I'm not directly connected to that project, but would love to see people get fitness coaching that suits them and that is tailored to the equipment they have. If you have a major fitness rack, Smith machine, or all-in-one rack. Joe says, I texted your Instagram before and they said you'll have a major program. Yes, you're right, Joe. We will have the major coach program soon, so look forward to that. Well, let's go ahead and get things started. Welcome everyone to our live stream again. I want to reiterate, how's everyone's weekend going? And if you haven't had your workout yet, what is your plan for your workout? Feel free to leave a comment and let us know. Our last live stream was a huge success and we had lots of fun. Everyone showed so much interest in the B52 and asked so many questions, and when we finished the live, there was still so much communication going on between us and you guys. So we were so excited to hear from everyone, and we love the connection that we've started to build up. And so we want to continue that again today. And if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you can stay even more connected with us. And just like Joe said, we'll be releasing a major coach program soon through our Instagram platform. So be sure to follow us on those platforms, Instagram and Facebook. And if you want, feel free to subscribe to us here on YouTube and catch us whenever we go live. We'd love to hear from you. So before we jump into the content today, let me remind you, we do have some discount codes. They're the same codes as last time, and our team will be making sure they're active on the website. We've got Major Live 5. And we've got a Major Live 8. Now, if I remember from a month ago, Major Live 8 is for purchases over $3,000 US, and a Major Live 5 is for any purchase during the live stream. So be sure to use those codes while we're live. And then you can save a little bit on your purchase. So if you're in the Major Fitness website right now, feel free to check out the different products. If you see something you like, also feel free to ask us about the products you're considering here on the live. We'd love to give you some advice and help you make a purchase that's right for you. But we're not just here to talk about fitness and purchasing the Major Fitness products. We'd love to introduce someone very special and very new to all of our live stream viewers today. So you may have seen a few hints and a few sneak peeks on our different feeds. So on Instagram, maybe also on Facebook if you've been following us there. We've been slowly teasing and introducing a new character, Major Fitness's new friend, Maccoon. So before I say anything else, I would love to hear from the chat. What do you think is Maccoon, or what does Maccoon mean to you? So feel free to send a message in the chat. If you have seen this character before on our Instagram, maybe you have a guess, maybe you haven't been following as closely and you haven't seen anything, that's also okay. But let us know, what do you think is Maccoon before we dive into it. Sabrina, can you scroll just a little bit more? I want to make sure I get all the main points. Yes. Okay, keep going, keep going. Okay. What's the connection between... Joe asked a great question. What's the connection between Maccoon and Major? That's a great question. So, Maccoon is more than just a mascot. You've been seeing him currently in an online, offline event. So, Maccoon represents a lot of things that Major Fitness really values in the home gym. His independence, his willingness to cut out his own path and break away from the commercial gym, just like many of you. This character, this mascot, is supposed to help you and help everyone to connect with those values that make home gyms so special. And we're so excited to bring him to our very first offline event, a pop-up event coming this month in New York City. So I believe the event is going to be on October 18th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Highline Park. So if you're in and around New York City, come meet Maccoon in person and come meet the Major Fitness team in person as well. Unfortunately, I will not be there due to my training schedule and also the need to review new products that we will be releasing soon. So I won't be able to meet all of you there in New York City, but I would love for you guys to meet our other team members and especially meet Maccoon. I thought it was, oh yeah, Joe said, I thought it was tomorrow. It was originally planned for tomorrow, October 12th, but due to weather concerns and safety issues, we want to make sure that everyone has the best experience they can have at the pop-up event. And so in light of the severe weather and storms that are currently happening right now in New York City, our team thought it would be best to postpone the event to next weekend on the 18th, just to make sure that everyone has the best time they can have and to make sure that everyone is safe when they're participating in the different strength events. So I can't tell you too much about what those events will be, but I can say that we will have 3 different strength tests for all of the people joining us at the pop-up. So if you come to the pop-up, try your strength, test out your strength at these 3 different events. We have lots of prizes and gifts for all the participants. There's strength tests for children, beginners, advanced lifters, plenty of ways to get involved and plenty of ways to win cool, exclusive NYC Major Fitness Maccoon gear. Maccoon also has already been in home gym with as many people as he meets. We're excited that we have this new character to join all of us on our home fitness journey, and we want you to also maintain your excitement and passion for the home gym. Some things you may not know about Maccoon is that he also was spending time in commercial gyms, but due to just the noisy environment, the same boring routine, he felt it was time to step away from the commercial gym setting and start his own home gym and his own training ground where he can have his own space. And that's where his garage gym story begins. So we'll be sharing more about Maccoon's story, his connection to Major Fitness, what this means for the future of Major Fitness, and what it may mean for you in your own training journey as well. So we hope that you can connect with Major Fitness, not just through our racks, not just through our pop-up events, but also through this new character, Maccoon. Joe, if you have any other questions, feel free to drop a comment. Also, if there's anyone else in the chat who has more questions about Maccoon, feel free to let us know. So why is Maccoon? Is he anything special? So fitness journeys, but we feel like at Major Fitness that it's not always the ones who look the strongest on the outside is the best way to represent us and the best way to represent the garage gym users. So we felt that these two aspects combined really help to show that you don't have to be a strong and powerful creature just to start your home gym. You can be anyone with any kind of background and just be passionate about your training and be passionate about your health. And that's enough to start your own fitness journey. So we hope that as we relay the story more and unpack this new character, that more things will become clear. So we love to share more about him. So be watching us on Instagram, Facebook for more of Maccoon's story. Also, be following us on Instagram and Facebook for updates about new racks that we will look to be releasing. The team has told me I can share that we will be bringing a never before seen rack to the New York pop-up event. So this rack has not been featured on our website. This rack has not been featured on any of our social media accounts. This is a brand new rack that we're very, very excited about, and we're looking to get directly into your hands during this New York pop-up event. So it won't be available until after the event, and you will see some more posts about it in the future, but you'll have a chance to use it before anyone else if you can make it to the New York event. Yes, Joe, he has been posting a lot about New York, and we're really excited to have that pop-up event in New York. So we look forward to everyone who's able to come out to the event in New York, being able to not just meet Maccoon, but also to meet our Major Fitness team and to meet everyone who is part of the home gym journey together. So I'm going to take another little drink here. It's been a very dry day for me, so I'm trying to rehydrate. But I'd like to open it up a little bit to anyone's questions. So if you have any fitness questions, maybe you have one of our power racks, maybe you have a bench, or maybe you're just getting started in your home gym journey. Maybe you just have a set of small dumbbells, maybe some resistance bands, whatever you have. We'd love for you to ask us any questions about how to maximize what you have so that you can start your home gym journey. So we'll do a little bit of a training session together here in a little bit, but feel free to post any questions you have. I know we talked a lot about the B52 Pro in our last live, but if you still have questions about the rack and you're not sure how to use it or what functions it has, don't hesitate to ask. So before we get started with our training session, I will let our chat think about some questions they may have, and I'll start setting things up on the rack to go over some more of the training systems and movements you can do with the B52 Pro. So let me get things set up, and you guys can start posting your questions with us in the chat. So first thing I'm going to do is take the adjustable bench, fold it all the way down, and slide it out of the way. We'll take it off to the side here and set it down. So one thing you'll notice is that the adjustable bench is really easy to move around with one hand, which is one thing that not every adjustable bench out there can say. Some of the other benches on the market right now are quite heavy, quite difficult to move around. Oh, it looks like we lost you guys. We'll be back real quick. I'll keep setting up, and then when things go, I think I should move the safety arms. I'll take these off the side. We're not going to start with any barbells. We'll start with the Smith machine and the functional trainer today. Okay. There we go. We're back. Okay. Maybe we had a few technical difficulties. If you're still here with us, we're still here. I'd like to show you guys the functional trainer first today. I'm going to be focusing today's training session on some smaller muscles, which is nice because the functional training system with the B52 is a 2-to-1 system for the cables. Now, that does mean if you're trying to do heavier lifts, the weight on the weight stack may not be enough for you, but we are working on several attachments and ways to help improve the lifting experience for those users who need that heavier 1-to-1 ratio and potentially heavier weights. But for today, I'm just going to be doing some light accessory work. So let's go ahead and loosen the lock on the cable trolley and bring it down to about chest height. So for me, I really like to focus my accessory days on the smaller parts of the shoulder and then the upper back as well. So we're going to start with some light. Maybe try lighter to warm it up here, and I may even go ahead and grab a resistance band for my warm-up. Let's see, do we have looks like the resistance bands we have may be too heavy, so I'll try and, yeah, this weight should be good. Before I start lifting though, let me go ahead and stretch. So one thing I like to do is use the pull-up bar to pull my arms overhead and hang and get a nice deep stretch and open the shoulders up, gently rocking from side to side. So if you're in your home gym now, you can join along in this stretch. I'm gonna go ahead and switch my feet. Try to keep myself from arching my back too much and just let my arms sink down while holding on. So once we've stretched overhead, we're gonna stretch side to side. Hold on to that front upright and get a nice deep stretch in the lats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, if you have any questions about Maccoon or about our live events or about the rack, feel free to drop a comment in the live stream chat, and I'll be sure to check it as we move along with our training program. So we're stretching out the lats here, and then let's go ahead and open up our chest and stretch. Try and keep your back as straight as possible. Nice deep breaths. Keep stretching. We'll go to the other side. Oh, Okay, and we'll finish off with some open and close and arm circles as well. Just make sure everything's nice and loose. Always when we're doing workouts. So what's my personal workout plan and schedule? Joe, that's a great question. For me personally, my workout schedule looks like 6 days a week. So before I start, I should note that besides being the product manager here at Major Fitness, I'm also a competitive strongman athlete in the under 70 kg and under 80 kg weight class. So these are international weight categories. That's why the weight is in kg. For pounds, I believe the under 80 is about 161 pounds as the heaviest end. And I think the under 70 maybe is somewhere around 149-ish. So yeah, I generally compete in those two weight categories. For example, there's an international competition called Static Monsters. I compete in the under 70 weight class in that competition, but for many other competitions, I compete in the under 80. So for me, my workout plan may look a little different than the standard workout plan you may see. I work out 6 days a week, and I focus morning sessions on competition lifts. Right now, that means I focus my time on log clean and press and axle deadlift. These are the two main competition lifts I will be focusing on. And then when other competitions come up, like there's a competition coming up in January, when those events are released, I will, which usually happens about 2 to 3 months before the competition, I will review the events and start to orient my workout around those events. Besides prepping for the competition events, I also maintain strength in my afternoon sessions. Usually I do a combination of overhead pressing and front squat and deadlift for my 3 main strength exercises. And then if I have time and I'm feeling all right, in the evening I'll try and finish with some accessory work like we're gonna do today. Or some days I may try to focus on explosive or what's known as plyometric work as well. But all of my training is in the focus and goal of improving my competition performance. So it may differ from those people who are trying to train for maybe a different sport or maybe train for a different end goal. So today's exercise and training is going to be something I would do for my accessory work, for my upper body. If you've already done your upper body and you have questions about how to train your lower body using the B52 Pro, feel free to ask and I'll go over some moves you can do to do that using this machine as well. But for now, we'll start with the upper body. So thank you, Joe. That was a great question. Sorry it took so long, but everyone's workout is a little bit different from everyone else, and I want to encourage everyone to follow your own workout journey. So working out is not a chance to compare yourself with other people. They may be at a different point in their fitness journey than you. Working out and fitness is mostly about how you can challenge yourself today. Can I make an improvement in this lift, or can I make an investment in my health today? I think that's really what's most important. So try not to get too caught up in comparing where you are in your fitness journey with where others are. It's always nice to be inspired by the training of others, but if we get lost and start to compare ourselves without understanding the differences, that will result in some disappointment, and potentially, if you start to train incorrectly, may lead to some injuries. So always remember, train safe and train for yourself. So we're gonna work on some rear delt flies. We're gonna have our chest facing almost parallel to the rack, and we can either step forward so that our arm is directly in line with the front upright, or we can step slightly behind the front upright as long as our arm is staying straight. We don't want to pull from our elbow, and we definitely don't want to pull from our wrist. So we want to make sure that the arm is straight, and we're going to pull here from the shoulder as much as possible until the cable is parallel to our upper body, and then slowly lower the weight back down. Again, maintaining straight wrist and straight elbow. And then repeat. So we may do this for about 10 times. And one of the nice things is that the B52 Pro has the aluminum pulleys, and the cable system is extremely smooth. So for these lightweight exercises, you'll notice a lot of times with cable systems that are not as good and that maybe don't have the same pulley setup, it's easy, even at low weight, to get stuck and feel like there's a lot of drag on the cable. But that's one of the nice things about this cable system. So we would finish about 10 reps on this. Let's see if I can get about 5 more. Don't forget, we have our discount codes, and if you need to be reminded about them, I can share them with you again after this set. We're going to take about 1 to 1.5 minutes rest in between our sets. I think I got 2 more reps here. 1, 2. Okay, before I go to the next arm, let's bring those discount codes back on to the stream so you can remember them and use them. We've got, oh, if I just throw it on the ground. Got away from me there. We've got Major Live 8 for those discounts, for those purchases over 3,000 US dollars. And we've got Major Live 5 for any purchase made during the live stream. Yes, it is going to be a rack. That is a great question, Joe. It is a rack. It's a rack we've been excitedly working on in the background, trying to really perfect the package we have. It's not going to be a new B52 Pro. It's not going to be anything you have seen before from Major Fitness. It's an entirely new rack. So we're excited to release that and showcase it at the pop-up shop. Again, it won't be available for purchase until sometime after the pop-up event. But if you really like the product and like what you see, definitely contact our team and follow us on social media so that you can be sure to get the rack as soon as it goes up for sale on our site. Joe, that's a great question. I do also believe that we have been, I know for a fact we've been working on some enhanced barbells. I'm not sure if the team has brought them to the pop-up event. I believe that they have. I've been working closely with the team to develop these new barbells, really trying to focus on improving the knurling and improving the tensile strength of the bar as well. So what that just means is the bar's ability to return to a flat, unbent state after loading the bar with heavy weight and moving the weight with the bar. I'm thinking about, when will the rack be in stores? That is a great question. I think sometime in November is what I can say officially. As for a specific date in November, we don't have that time. So, but definitely we will make an announcement about that, Joe. So if you're waiting to make a purchase, it is not like the B52 Pro. If you're looking for a all-in-one home gym system, I think the B52 Pro is a great system, and if you're thinking about something with a Smith machine, the B52 Pro is probably the way to go. And you don't have to wait until November. One thing I can say is the front uprights on this new rack are going to be a little bit different than the uprights on the B52 Pro. We'll be approaching more of a standard configuration for those front uprights. So that's something to consider if you've been hesitant to purchase the B52 Pro or any of our other Pro series, because the front uprights are the 3x2 inch configuration. This new rack will help to solve that issue, if I remember correctly, and you will be able to perhaps use attachments that you have not previously been able to use on these 2x3 racks. Now, does that mean that the B52 Pro and the other Pro series with the 2x3 are less stable than this new rack? That's by no means the case. So these Pro series racks are extremely stable, and we love them for their ability to handle heavy loads and to present functional training options for everyone. I do also think that the cable system is going to be slightly different in this new rack. If I remember correctly, I have heard that they have worked out a design where you are able to access 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 from the same cable trolley. So I'm not entirely sure if that is going to be available on this upcoming rack, but I would say probably 90% sure that we'll have that functionality. Do they have an offline store? So we don't have any what I would call, so you're saying offline stores, so I would call it maybe brick and mortar. We don't have any showrooms currently. Our offices in New Jersey may have some of our products, but it's not really there as a showroom and meant to test. I can pass that information along, Joe, that we have some users who would love to try out our products offline in a showroom or at a physical location before purchasing it themselves. I think that's a great idea, and it's a great way to experience the racks firsthand. It's hard sometimes to understand fully what the rack can do and if it will be a good fit for you just by watching some online videos and hearing other people talk about the rack. So yes, I will pass that along to our team and especially our team in New Jersey and see what they can do, if anything, to move us towards having that offline store or maybe showroom or showcase location for users to come by and try out the products. So let's jump, those are great questions, Joe. Let's jump back in to the workout. We're gonna switch to our other side. We're gonna have a similar setup, but this time we're gonna be facing the opposite direction because we're pulling across our body with the right hand now. So, nice breathing, keeping that elbow straight, wrist straight. If you can, try and let your arm go as far back across your chest as possible. Really stretch that rear delt. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got some great work there. I'm gonna switch this other D handle to a different attachment. And that's one of the nice things about our racks and our systems. They come with plenty of attachments for exercises and for changing up your workout on the go with ease. Okay, I'm gonna drop this down. Just a little bit. Okay. So we're here. We're going to use the straight bar today for face pulls. I know a lot of people like to use the ropes, the kind of rope grips, but today we're going to use the straight bar, and we're just going to pull and squeeze and gently touch the bar to our forehead. We're going to keep a light grip on the bar. We're not going to try and pull too much with our hands. We're going to focus on pulling with our back. And pull. Focus on pulling those elbows apart. So a lot of times in the gym or at sharing their home gym videos and posting their workouts, I'll see a lot of people do this move and use their biceps to pull the weight. Now you can do that, but we're really trying to target our upper back here, especially our rear delts. So we want to focus, instead of a pull with the arms, we want to focus on an opening with the back. So if we do that, our hands will naturally move back, but we don't have to worry about using our biceps as much. And that really allows us to target our upper back and shoulders like we want. So let's do a few more reps. So these are two really good upper back accessory lifts. Don't have to be very heavy. Nice and controlled, and keep that core tight. Again, like I said, with the aluminum pulleys in this system, all the cable travel is nice and smooth. Okay. So we're good with the functional trainer, and these are two excellent moves you can do for shoulder strength. Let's take a look at what you can do to work out that chest using the functional trainer as well. Now, one of the nice things about having these dual independent pulleys, I can leave one set up for a previous move and simply adjust the other one into place for my next move. So this means that supersets and quick changes during the workout are super, super easy. So here we're going to do a front raise. Again, you want to squeeze the chest, but also involve the front part of your delt. There we go. Nice and easy. You can have your hand on your hip here. 4. Do we have any special offers on Black Friday? I believe we do. If they haven't gone up yet, they will be going up soon before our Black Friday sale. So be following us on those social media accounts. If you're not getting the emails from us as well, make sure you sign up for those as well. And that way, as soon as the sales go live, we'll be sure to pass that information along to you either through email or through our social media account. Let's go ahead and finish up these front raises. Again, today is focused on accessory work for the shoulder and upper body. Nice. So we're not going heavy. We're taking things nice and easy. One of the systems that we didn't get to see last time was the landmine system. So let's go ahead and take a look at that today. I'm going to grab a drink of water here while we get the landmine set up. So the landmine attachment is right down here on the front foot. It features 360 degrees of rotational capabilities, just like any normal landmine attachment system would. And it has a locking screw here that you can gently lock your barbell into place along the tubing so that during more explosive moves or heavier lifts, you can really keep it tight so that it won't slip out during your exercise. Let's go ahead and grab a barbell and get things set up. We'll do some shoulder work and some core work with the barbell. Okay. So one thing about setting up the landmine, you do need to make sure you line everything up. So I'm going to do it here from the floor. If you're more advanced, you may be able to just simply line up the barbell right away. But no need to go through any extra effort now. And want to make sure it's nice and secure. Always be safe when you're exercising, whether it's in your home gym, at your friend's home gym, or wherever you are. Always make sure you have whatever safety implements you have in place. So I'm going to lock that down so that the barbell is nice and tight in its sleeve, and we'll go ahead and set up for the landmine press. If you have any other questions before we wrap up today, we're going over a few of the shoulder accessory moves now. If you have any other questions, I know we talked a lot. We talked about the pop-up event that's going to be happening on October 18th at Highline Park in New York City. We'd love to see you there. We'll be bringing a brand new rack that we've never before shown. And we're also bringing a few new barbells that we've been working hard to perfect as well. Additionally, if you have any questions about the new character, Maccoon, he's been featured in a few of our Instagram posts recently, and he's been traveling around New York City with our team to prepare for the event. Feel free to ask any of those questions before we wrap up. I know we talked a little bit about the character's backstory and his relationship to Major Fitness as well. Furthermore, we also talked about the discount codes we have today. Major Live 5 and Major Live 8. Be sure to be using those codes before we wrap up to get some extra savings off your purchase. Major Live 8 is for purchases over $3,000 US, and Major Live 5 is for any purchase on the website during our live stream. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with some landmine shoulder press and some landmine core rotation. So both of these will involve our shoulder, core, and a little bit of our lower body. So you could do some of these movements sitting down to eliminate the stress on the lower body. Let's say last time you did a workout, it was leg day, and your legs are feeling really gassed today. That's all right. Sit down on a bench and you can also do these moves. So let's bring the bar back down. So we're going to start with the standing shoulder landmine press. If you want, you can lean a little bit forward to improve the angle of your arm's extension. Now, if you, for this position, if this for you is a little bit tight and pinching your shoulder, just return to that standing position and focus more on a chest press with the shoulder engagement. Okay? So for me, I'm going to lean forward because I always try and imitate overhead pressing as much as possible. Keep that elbow from flaring too far outside. You want to keep it down and close to the body as we come in. And try not to overextend the wrist. Keep it stacked above your elbow and press back up and back down. For this one, since it's a little heavier and we're not trying to go too heavy today, we're only going to do 5 reps. So I've got 2 more. 1, 2, and we're going to switch sides gently and carefully. Always make sure you have a firm grip on the barbell before releasing it with your other hand, especially during the landmine press. We're going to go back to that start position and press overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more. 5. Let's see. Okay. Joe, if you have any more questions for us before we wrap up, feel free to jump in the chat. We're going to go over our last move today. It is a core rotation with the landmine and shoulders as well. Feel free to let your opposite foot, so you'll notice as I turn to the right, my left foot comes up and rotates, just like if I was pitching for baseball. Come back to the middle. Slow and control on the way down. And back up. Slow and control. And up. Let's do 2 more. 1 for each side. Down. And up. Okay. This is a great way to work out shoulder stability and improve core strength as well. So that wraps up today's accessory work. We've got the rear delt fly. We've got the standing face pull. We've got the front delt raise. And we've got the landmine press and landmine rotation. So I'm going to clean up this barbell. Whenever you finish your workout, try not to leave anything on the floor. Always want to make sure that the gym floor, especially the gym floor in your home gym, is clean and clear of clutter, because you never know when you're going to come back into the gym, or if your kids are running about. Leaving things, especially heavy things, on the floor is a great way for people to get injured. So we want to make sure we're squatting down, or if this position is uncomfortable for you, come down one knee gently on the ground. Release the lock on the landmine sleeve. Gently remove the barbell from the sleeve. Stand back up. Always use your legs when we're picking things up off the floor. Don't just use your back. So I'm going to squat down. Push with the legs, keeping the arms close to the body. And return the barbell back to its starting position in the barbell storage. I'm also going to put the safety arms back on the rack. Like I said before, safety is critical when using fitness equipment. And I don't know who's going to be using this equipment next. So I want to make sure that the system is set up for them as safe as possible. Maybe they're going to come and do some barbell bench press or some barbell back squat, and they need to have the safety arms ready to go for them. So we're going to go ahead and remove the safety pins. I'm going to have to bring this trolley up out of the way. No big deal. So one of the nice things about these trolleys is they are so light. I can easily move that with one hand all the way up and then lock it into place. Okay. Let's slide this in. Let's see if I got that at the right height. I did. Okay. And then we'll attach the safety pin. We're locked and ready to go. So, before we leave everyone today after our live, I just want to say thank you again so much for joining us on today's live stream. We had so much fun going over the workout at the end, but also sharing with you about our new character, Maccoon, and the special pop-up event that's going to be happening 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. October 18th at Highline Park in New York City. We're super excited to be able to have our team meet with you in person and have you meet with our latest and greatest new power rack, as well as our newly developed barbells. We look forward to seeing how you will participate in the 3 strength challenges. We encourage everyone to give it their best, try their hardest, and come away with awesome gear and prizes exclusive to this New York City pop-up event. I want to thank everyone so much again for joining us on this live stream. We hope to see you in the future on other live streams, and be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and join us for the emails. Look forward to seeing more of you all soon, and I'm sure if you're following Major Fitness, you'll see more of me in the future as we release new products and I get to share with you how to use them and what they mean for your home gym. Thank you again so much. My name is Matthew Moore, the product manager here at Major Fitness, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care and have a great day.